Hold on to your algorithms, folks, because there's a new showdown in the world of artificial intelligence. In one corner, we have OpenAI, the creators of the revolutionary ChatGPT. In the other corner, we have DeepSeek, a Chinese startup making waves with its own impressive language model. But hold up, is DeepSeek's success based on borrowed brilliance? Rumors are swirling that DeepSeek might have pulled a fast one, copying OpenAI's homework to build their AI. The accusation? That DeepSeek used a sneaky technique called distillation to steal OpenAI's secret sauce. Essentially, they're accused of feeding OpenAI's model a bunch of data, then training their own model to mimic the results. DeepSeek denies the allegations, claiming they trained their AI on publicly available data. Sounds a little fishy, right? This case has sent shockwaves through the AI community, raising serious questions about intellectual property theft in this rapidly evolving field. It's a classic David versus Goliath story, but with a futuristic twist. Can a smaller company really get away with copying the work of a giant like OpenAI? And what does this mean for the future of AI development? Let's break down this distillation thing, shall we? Imagine you have a star student, let's call him ChatGPT. He aces every test, knows all the answers. Now imagine a less than studious student, we'll call him DeepSeek. Instead of hitting the books, DeepSeek decides to copy ChatGPT's answers. That's kind of what's going on here, but with AI. Distillation is a technique where you train a smaller, simpler AI model to imitate the output of a bigger, more complex one. You feed the smaller model examples of the bigger model's responses and train it to generate similar answers. It's like teaching a parrot to sound like a Shakespearean actor. Impressive mimicry, but not exactly original. So where's the controversy? Distillation itself isn't illegal. It's a common technique in machine learning. However, it becomes a problem when you use it to create a competing product based on someone else's work without their permission. Think of it like this. You wouldn't copy your friend's entire essay and turn it in as your own, right? That's plagiarism. In the case of DeepSeek, the question is whether they used OpenAI's output without permission to create a rival AI model. If they did, it could be a major blow to OpenAI and set a dangerous precedent in the world of artificial intelligence. So, what evidence is there that DeepSeek might have played copycat? Well, early versions of DeepSeek's chatbot seemed a little too eager to spill the beans. Users noticed that it would sometimes identify itself as a large language model developed by OpenAI. Oops, that's like accidentally calling your teacher mum. It happens, but it raises some eyebrows. Of course, DeepSeek has since cleaned up its act and changed the response. Now, it claims to be trained on publicly available data, which is technically possible. But it's a bit like saying you learn to cook by watching cooking shows. Possible. But were you really paying that close attention? The question remains, did DeepSeek cross a line from learning from publicly available information to directly copying OpenAI's output? It's a tough one to answer definitively. Like a good detective story, the evidence is circumstantial, and the truth might be buried under layers of code and algorithms. OpenAI isn't taking this lying down. While they haven't officially confirmed legal action, rumors suggest they're far from happy about the situation. Imagine someone copying your best work and then selling it as their own. Wouldn't you be a little peeved? OpenAI's terms of service are pretty clear. You can't use their models to create competing services. Think of it like a no copycat clause. They've poured resources into developing their AI, and they're not about to let someone else cash in on their hard work. So, what can OpenAI actually do about it? That's where things get tricky. Proving that DeepSeek directly copied their output is like trying to catch a digital ghost. Tough to do. But OpenAI has some options. They could pursue legal action, claiming copyright infringement or violation of their terms of service. They could also pressure DeepSeek publicly, hoping to shame them into backing down. Whatever they decide, one thing is clear. OpenAI won't let this slide easily. They've got a reputation to protect, and a whole lot at stake in the cutthroat world of AI. Section 5. Expert Opinions. David Sachs weighs in. It's not just OpenAI that's concerned about this whole AI copying business. Experts in the field are also weighing in, and their opinions are adding fuel to the fire. One such expert is David Sachs, a leading voice in AI safety and governance. Sachs says it's totally possible to reverse engineer an AI's thought process, effectively sucking the knowledge out by asking it a ton of questions. Imagine grilling a master chef on every ingredient and technique until you can replicate their signature dish. Not cool, right? Sachs believes that leading AI companies like OpenAI will need to get clever and implement safeguards to prevent this kind of intellectual property theft. Think of it like putting your top-secret recipes in a digital vault. His insights highlight the growing concern about AI security and the need to protect the intellectual property of those who are pushing the boundaries of this transformative technology. After all, who would invest time and money in developing groundbreaking AI if it could be easily copied and sold by someone else? Section 6. Proving AI theft, a technological headache. Here's the real kicker. Proving that DeepSeek stole OpenAI's intellectual property is like trying to nail jelly to a wall. It's slippery, messy, and incredibly difficult to do. Why? Because AI models are like black boxes. We can see what goes in and what comes out, but the inner workings are a mystery, even to their creators. Imagine trying to prove that a chef stole your secret recipe just by tasting their food. You might recognize the flavors, but can you prove they didn't come up with it independently? Adding to the headache, DeepSeek could be using technical tricks to cover their tracks. They might be using rate limiting, which means they're slowing down how fast they query OpenAI's model, making it harder to detect suspicious activity. It's like trying to catch a thief who only steals one grape at a time, annoyingly difficult. This case highlights the urgent need for better tools and methods to track and protect AI intellectual property. Without them, we're stuck playing a never-ending game of digital cat and mouse. Section 7. Echoes of the past IP theft in the tech world. This whole OpenAI DeepSeek saga isn't an isolated incident. The tech world is littered with stories of intellectual property theft, like a trail of discarded gadgets leading to a digital graveyard. Remember that Google engineer who allegedly stole confidential files? Or the whispers of a previous case involving OpenAI itself, one that was supposedly resolved and then conveniently swept under the rug. It seems like every other week, there's a new headline about companies suing each other over stolen code, secret algorithms, or copied designs. It's enough to make you think that some companies are more interested in playing capture the flag with intellectual property than creating original work. This case is a stark reminder that the digital world, for all its innovation and progress, is still susceptible to good old-fashioned theft. As AI becomes more powerful and valuable, we can expect these kinds of disputes to become even more common and complex. Section 8. Deep pockets, deeper implications, the financial fallout. This AI showdown isn't just about bragging rights, it's about cold, hard cash. OpenAI, like many other AI companies, offers paid access to its API, which developers can use to integrate their powerful language model into various applications. But if DeepSeek is essentially giving away OpenAI's work for free or for a lower price, that's a problem for OpenAI's bottom line. It's like opening a lemonade stand next to another one and giving away free lemonade, not exactly the best way to make friends or money. Some experts, like Grok CEO Jonathan Ross, suggest that OpenAI might even be operating at a slight loss per API call. If that's true, DeepSeek is essentially benefiting from effectively subsidized data. They're piggybacking on OpenAI's investment, which isn't exactly fair play. This case highlights the economic challenges of developing and monetizing AI. It costs a fortune to train these large language models, and companies need to recoup their investments somehow. But if intellectual property theft becomes rampant, it could stifle innovation and discourage investment in this crucial field. Section 9. The future of fair play, safeguarding AI innovation. So, what's next in this high-stakes game of AI chess? Well, the OpenAI DeepSeek saga is a wake-up call for the entire industry. It's a reminder that as AI becomes more sophisticated and valuable, we need to get serious about protecting the intellectual property rights of the brilliant minds behind it. Imagine a world where every groundbreaking invention could be instantly copied and sold by someone else. Progress would grind to a halt, right? To prevent that from happening in the world of AI, we need clear legal frameworks, robust security measures, and a strong ethical code of conduct for developers. It's time to establish some ground rules for this exciting new frontier. The OpenAI DeepSeek case is just the tip of the iceberg. As AI continues to evolve at warp speed, we can expect more of these battles over intellectual property. The outcome of these disputes will shape the future of AI innovation and determine whether this technology leads to a brighter future for all of us or gets bogged down in a swamp of legal battles and ethical dilemmas.